I have a question. My daughter was in a car accident. It was definitely the other guy's fault that hit her.
Okay.
He gave the information to the police, his driver's license, insurance information and stuff to the police officer. My daughter calls his insurance to file a claim, and she was told the guy that was driving it was a friend of the person that owned the truck, but he was not supposed to be driving the truck. So they will not do any type of coverage for her for the accident.
Donna, unfortunately, we have gotten a phone call like this before. Fortunately, Matthew definitely has, I know, some good information on this one.
Oh yeah, Donna. First of all, we can get to a solution here, not to fear. All right, that's something about what you're being told is just really not really making sense to me as far as what they're telling you. Mm-hmm. If, for example, I have a car, and I do, and I let Kenny drive it, and I give him permission, my insurance kind of follows him because he's what's called a permissive driver on my vehicle. So the insurance that I have would cover Kenny even in my vehicle, despite the fact it's my policy and, I'm the owner. Now, if Kenny stole my vehicle, which, if he stole it, he did not have my permission, then my insurance would not cover Kenny. It would not go with him unless he was named on my policy. So that's a little bit, so you're getting two different kind of things from the insurance company. I'd want them to kind of clarify what they're saying, but as I say, if the person driving had permission to be driving the vehicle, then the insurance of the person who gave him permission covers the car. And so they should be covered is a short answer. So
let me ask you this, Matt.
Yeah.
And let me throw this. I can feel Donna coming through the phone line.
Yeah.
There is a difference between someone using your car without, express permission, like, hey, can I use your car today, and stealing your car.
Absolutely.
Right. So if the person who hit Donna's daughter, if they were just borrowing the car, using the car, does the insurance, would it traditionally follow them at that point?
Not unless they had permission by the owner.
Okay.
They need to have some type of permission by the owner. You can be express or tacit.
Right.
It doesn't have to be, did you give that person specific permission on that day? So generally it's supposed to cover. So, those can get kind of fact specific,
okay.
But I tell you, it's very tricky for an insurance company to deny coverage on that basis for exactly the same reason you think. So, if you're a friend, they're borrowing your car, using your car, it's very tricky to kind of get into, well, he's a friend, but I really didn't say he could go to the store.
Right.
I was in the kitchen and he took the car without me kind of knowing. So it gets a little hairy. So generally speaking, they do cover those type of accidents and injuries because of the trickiness of it. But
does
if
Donna
you're getting
need
the
to call a lawyer?
She does. If she's getting the runaround, and it sounds like she is. And let me just tell you, adjusters are people too. Some of them are very good, know what they're doing, but we're also seeing a lot of movement in the adjuster world, a lot of consolidation, and so we're running into adjusters that perhaps are new to the job. And so when you get that, sometimes they're wrong. And it's, and you got to handle it accordingly.
It sounds like it's a little much to handle on your own right now if they're starting to kind of give her a little pushback. So maybe Donna give an attorney a call in the morning or on Monday?
We talk about it all the time, Kenny. People, they go about their daily business and then they get into a wreck and then they're put in a whole different world essentially.
Right.
With a rule, they don't even know all the rules. And I get that. And, then they're kind of at the whims of someone on the other phone saying, well, there was insurance, but it may not go with the vehicle. I mean, how are you supposed to respond to that?
Right.
So unfortunately, that's where lawyers come into play, and we like to level the playing field because insurance companies, they're looking out for their interest, unfortunately, not yours.